Terrible, terrible. So if you have a soft stomach, you may not want to listen to this. So if you have a love for dogs, you may not want to listen to this. But my friends, I have to bring you the truth. Okay, the horrors of reality must be faced. Okay, we must face with courage, with bravery. So yeah, let's get into this one. So I will be putting a link to the story in the description below. Credit to ABC7. Matter of months, veterinarians determined many had gunshot wounds and more than 90 microchips were found. So this happened in Humboldt County, California, which is Northern California. Excuse me. So investigators say dozens of dogs found buried at a Northern California rescue were buried in a northern were buried in a matter of months, offering a clearer timeline as a widening probe examines allegations of animal cruelty and fraud were likely buried between this January and April. Veterinarians determined many had gunshot wounds and more than 90 microchips were found. The update follows an excavation last week that uncovered the remains, along with additional burial sites, more than 600 dog collars, and what investigators believe was a killing site marked by blood splatter. That is just, oh my god. So according to Humboldt County Sheriff William Hanzo said, quote, the facts that have been uncovered are deeply disturbing, and I so it also goes on to say that authorities said the investigation involves local, state, and federal agencies, including the FBI, as they examine efforts of people like but these are nonprofits. They're just there to make money. Charities, I mean, that's just facts of life. Okay, animal rescue. The living conditions were absolutely horrible, and people, this is a major problem. That is why you have to be wary, keep your eyes open. But this right here is just the extreme. This is the extreme. Over 100 dogs massacred, uh, but there could be many more because they found over 600 dog collars. So this is just absolutely tragedy. So if you have a dog, kiss him or her, love them. So if you rescue dog, I'm not going to tell people that have 10 dogs are ready to go go adopt another dog because I know having a pet is expensive. But oh man, if you can adopt a little bastard, okay, go for it because this could be their fate. So yeah, that's just absolutely terrible, my friends. So that's why you have to keep your eyes open, and yeah, when you go to shelters, make sure to examine the conditions. But yeah, this smells of fraud big time. So in the comment section below, put R.I.P. dogs, and yeah, that's just absolute tragic. So that being said, thank you for tuning into a Tuesday edition of On the Air with Mark Live. Make sure to sub to my YouTube, sub to my Rumble at On the Air with Mark, sub to my Kick at On the Air with Mark, and sub to my Substack at On the Air with Mark. So that being said, the pleasure is all mine, my friends. Stay safe out there.